Welcome to Northwest Aerospace News Live. I am Jennifer Ferrero, a writer for the magazine and your host. Thank you to our sponsor, Aerospace Vendors. In today's episode, we talk with Dave Fisher of Dependable Machine in Hayden, Idaho. Let's welcome today's guest, Dave. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
You are a big supporter of the regional aerospace manufacturing market and participate in the I-90 Aerospace Corridor Conference. Please tell us how you started in your business and how long you've been doing business in this area.
Started the business, it was just kind of myself doing repairs locally. And this was like 18 years ago, and just started adding people and growing. And we're a really strong service group. We picked up MAAC and a few other customers to be a distributor for them. It's just been it's been a good area for us and a good growth for us. I mean, the area's been good.
Well, it sounds like there's probably a lot of business in this region based on the fact that you can do repairs. So that's good to hear.
Yes.
I also noticed that you sell equipment for several industrial machine manufacturers, and it looks like you do focus on MAAC. So tell us a little bit about why you aligned with MAAC and what other equipment you represent.
The reason we aligned with MAAC, we've got an ongoing service relationship with them, and it just developed from there. They needed a distributor in the area. At that time we had recently bought our showroom and completely remodeled it, so it was a good fit for both of us. We also sell the Hydmex saws. We also sell the Northwoods routers made in the USA, South Bend conventional equipment, and Mega Fab for metal fab equipment. And we service everything that we sell.
Great. Yeah. So what does that look like from a service agreement standpoint? Is that an annual maintenance? Is there recalibration? What kind of things are you doing when you go into service equipment?
Well, we first off, we take care of the breakdown end of it. We also have a preventative maintenance program that we try to get customers involved in. A lot of them don't, but it's getting better now. We call preventative maintenance, we call it scheduled downtime versus unscheduled downtime. And that's starting to take off as well. But we service everything that our motto is we service anything in a machine or a fab shop.
You know, Dave, I suspect, just as a follow-up question, there's probably a lot of people that need service like this because there's so much equipment in these manufacturing plants. So tell me a little bit about, I guess, the marketplace outlook. How many businesses do you see that need this type of work? Are there a lot in this area? And how big is your service area?
Okay, well, we service anywhere in the United States as far as servicing machine. We'll go anywhere, coast to coast. We have, and we'll go overseas as well, which we have. In our area, it's a real diverse, especially up in northern Idaho. There's aircraft manufacturers. There's one of the leading roller coaster manufacturers in our area. I mean, it's a real diverse crowd in our area.
So would you say that you do work across various industries then? It sounds like maybe some recreational industries with the roller coasters as well as aerospace work?
Yes, we do. We do. Like I said, in our area, it's real diverse. It goes from aerospace to aircraft to, like I said, one of the biggest roller coaster manufacturers in the world they are located in Hayden. We do a lot of work for them, and we sold them a machine as well.
Interesting. Yeah, I had not heard that. That's pretty cool information.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your staff. How many people do you have on staff? How large is your building? What's your facility like?
We're pretty proud of our building. There's a picture of it there. We purchased it. We completely went through it from top to bottom. We painted the outside. We've replaced every floor, painted every wall on the inside. It's 10,000 square feet. We have a gym that It's a good outreach for us, for customers. We came up with this idea during the COVID lockdown, and we put in a fully equipped gym, and customers have the combination, and we get together up there. It's a good outreach to get to know the customers, and it worked out well for them. And we have 19 employees total right now.
Okay, so 19 employees. How many of those employees are technicians who can do the repairs?
We have, of those 19, we have 17 that can do repairs, and we wear several hats. Some of those guys are in sales, some of them are in applications. We have 3 full-time office staff, and everybody else is able to do service, including me. I try not to do it as much anymore, but if there's a need, there's a need.
Mhm. Right. So I'm kind of curious, a lot of folks in the aerospace industry over the past couple of years have had trouble finding employees and people that are skilled in doing this type of work, especially technicians. So how do you find employees to work for your company, and what have you done to foster your future workforce?
Well, what we've done is we've hired people that are not necessarily involved in the field. I'll give you a quick example. We have a guy that before he worked for us, he packed parachutes. Okay. So I kind of talked to him. Number one thing I asked him, have all your customers survived? He assured me that they did. So I figured, wow, this guy pays attention to details. Okay. Which is something that's necessary in this business. And he's one of our top service engineers now. I mean, and we get him, we're involved with K-Tech. So when there's a promising student, the instructor lets us know. That's another resource we use. Just word of mouth. We just keep our ears to the grindstone. It looks like we may be adding another guy this week. We hope. We're pretty excited about that. It's difficult. A lot of them we've had to take them in as an apprentice and train them ourselves. And this has paid off for us it's paid off for us really well.
That's great. So yeah, I know, because there are some apprenticeship programs here in the state. There's also some trade programs at the community college level. What I'm hearing from you is that you also might leverage the high school level with K-Tech there in northern Idaho. So looking out for people that are good at detail is what I'm hearing, and probably good communicators, I imagine, as well.
That definitely helps. Okay. You got to make the customer feel comfortable with that you're there, so communication is essential.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had to polish a few guys in that area, but including myself. Okay.
Well, I know that you are involved with the I-90 conference. Tell me about your involvement with regional trade organizations and why that's important to your business. How does that help build your business?
Well, it's the number one, it's exposure. And I feel getting involved in the community is important. We sponsor a couple sports teams. We worked with MAAC to get a machine donated to K-Tech. That's an investment in the future. And I know that you've expressed me that you've been there, and just seeing these young people grasp the opportunity that K-Tech has to offer. That's a tremendous outreach for us. Yeah, it's priceless. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question just regarding youth getting involved in careers like this, in learning how to repair equipment and machinery, like you guys do in your business. Is it a lucrative job? Is it something where they can make a decent living doing this type of thing?
We have seen some of the younger guys that it's very lucrative. Our pay scale is up there, competitive with anybody else. Every year we add more benefits. After 5 years, the employees are vested in the business as well. I'm sorry, I forgot your question. One more time.
Just about working in this industry, training up people,
Okay.
youth who don't know if they should go into this industry. We have a lot of resources with Northwest Aerospace News and
Okay.
Let's Go Aerospace. So I think there are a lot of people looking at these types of careers now. So I'm just curious if it's worth them going into it.
It's very good pay. We have never laid off. Me personally, I've been in the business of service for 40 years, and I've never had a problem finding a job in it. Yeah, I mean, watch these young guys join us and get homes and start families and do well for themselves. That's rewarding to us as well. And we see that happen a lot with some of our younger guys, and the possibilities are endless for them.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I just know there's so much opportunity for people. So I want to be able to share that with them, that in northern Idaho, here in eastern Washington, and really across the state, we have hundreds of aerospace manufacturers and other types of industry manufacturing where there is opportunity. So we are certainly trying to spread the word about that. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add or tell me about your business?
I mean, we're a tight, close-knit group. We get together twice a year. We throw a Christmas party that's pretty amazing. We usually have a few customers there. We try to keep it on the family-oriented side. Okay, we're like I said, we're a pretty tight, close-knit group. It's been rewarding for me to actually see some of these younger guys grow up and flourish in this business. And to me, that's priceless. That's very rewarding. It's been the best part of the business for me.
Well, I think it's just great. And I greatly appreciate meeting you and talking with you today. And I look forward to visiting you at the I-90 Aerospace Corridor Conference at the end of May this year. So thank you so much for coming to today's show.
And you're always welcome to stop by our showroom. Okay.
Great. Thank you. Well, if you're interested in learning more about Dependable Machine in Hayden, Idaho, go to dmi-cnc.com. And thank you again to our sponsor, Aerospace Vendors. Until next time, keep engaging with the aerospace manufacturing news you need to know in the Northwest with Northwest Aerospace News Magazine. Goodbye.